Today, we're going to tackle a question that really cuts through all the noise in the nutrition world. A question that asks, what is our body, truly designed to eat?
So, if I asked you right now to name the single healthiest food on the planet, what would you say? I bet your mind goes to something like kale, right? Or maybe one of those super trendy green juices. Well, the source material we're digging into today says the real answer is something way more fundamental, a food that literally trains our immune system from the moment we're born.
And there it is. The ultimate superfood isn't some fancy vegetable or a supplement. It's human breast milk. Think about it. It's our ancestral blueprint for health, perfectly designed to build a strong, resilient immune system. Now, that's pretty wild, but what does it mean for us now as adults?
Obviously, we can't rely on breast milk forever, so that leads to a really interesting question. How do we take the lessons from this original blueprint and actually apply them to our adult lives? Is there anything out there that can give us those same powerful immune training benefits? Well, according to the research we're exploring, the closest thing we've got is living fermented dairy. And that's really the core idea of this whole explainer, that foods like kefir and real yogurt can actually mimic the profound effects of our very first food. But I know this probably brings up a huge question for a lot of you. Let's just go ahead and tackle the elephant in the room, shall we? For years, we've been told dairy is inflammatory, that it's just plain bad for us. So how on earth can it be the key to immune health? Well, this is where we have to make a really, really important distinction. We hear this constantly, right? It's become this standard piece of advice in the whole wellness world. And you know what? When it comes to a very specific type of dairy, that statement is pretty much true, but it's missing a massive piece of the puzzle. Okay, here's the key. Pasteurized milk, the stuff most of us grew up on, is heated to super high temperatures. And that process, yeah, it kills bad bacteria, but it also wipes out all the good stuff, like beneficial enzymes and immune factors. It's essentially a dead food. Fermented dairy, on the other hand, is a living food. It has been completely transformed by microbes. They are not even close to being the same thing.
So how does this incredible transformation actually happen? What are these little microbes doing to the milk that changes it so dramatically? Let's get into the science of it because it's pretty cool. You can think of these microbes as these tiny microscopic chefs. First, they eat up the lactose. That's the milk sugar that gives so many people digestive issues. Then they pre-digest the complex proteins, breaking them down into smaller, much easier to handle pieces. And maybe the most incredible part? They create entirely new nutrients that weren't there to begin with. One of the most important new nutrients they create is vitamin K2. This stuff is amazing. It basically acts like a traffic cop for calcium in your body. It directs calcium into your bones and teeth where you want it and keeps it out of your soft tissues, like your arteries, where it can cause all sorts of problems. This vitamin, you just don't really find it in pasteurized milk. It's a gift from the fermentation process. And the immune benefits just keep coming. Research shows that fermented dairy can increase our T regulatory cells. The easiest way to think of these is as the peacekeepers of your immune system. They're the ones that tell your body, hey, calm down, this pollen isn't a life-threatening invader, which helps stop those severe allergic overreactions before they start. Okay, so the science is absolutely fascinating. But how do we put this into practice? Like, what should you actually be looking for at the grocery store if you want to get these living foods into your diet? All right, here's your simple toolkit. Kefir is an awesome starting point. It's basically a drinkable probiotic powerhouse that helps reseed your gut. Raw milk cheeses, the ones that haven't been pasteurized, still have all their natural enzymes intact. And when it comes to yogurt, the key is to go for the plain, full-fat, cultured stuff, not those sugar-packed desserts pretending to be health food. Each one has its own unique benefits for your gut and your immune system. So the big takeaway here is pretty clear. Not all dairy is created equal. The ancient practice of fermentation literally transforms it into something fundamentally different, something our bodies might just be better designed for. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other health secrets are just waiting to be rediscovered in the foods of our ancestors?